Hi, my name is Shonica Swain, and I am the owner of Cinch Transaction Services LLC. I am also one of the newest members of the TC Playbook group. My background consists of the healthcare field. I've been in this field for over 10 years where I do insurance authorizations. My job is very detailed and very meticulous, which requires me to do a lot of documentation, paperwork, and definitely pay attention to timelines and revenue of money. My husband and I and our two beautiful daughters purchased our first home approximately 3 years ago. And it was at that particular time that I learned and I realized that there were a lot of moving pieces. It was a lot of involvement and documentation and paperwork that was needed when we were purchasing our home. It was actually quite overwhelming, but that is at that key time or at that moment that I discovered I was interested in the real estate field. Once we were able to close on our beautiful home and get situated, my lender and I became great friends, and she reached out to me and she said, "You are the only client I've ever had that when I can hang up the phone or before I hang up the phone, that document is in my file." And she was like saying that that was an actual skill. And she was like, "Have you ever been interested in being a transaction coordinator?" Well, I had never heard of that position or what it consisted of or anything like that. So I did my research and I called her back and I was like, this sounds very interesting. So she said, "Okay, well, I would like to recommend Courtney to you. Follow her." She was like, she has a great, information about transaction coordinator, and she believes that she offers a class. So Courtney, you never knew that till now. So once I followed Courtney, watched her YouTube videos, watched some of her seminars, I was very impressed, and I realized that this was a skill that I had. So the only next step was to make the payment for the class, and that was basically making an investment in me. The TC Playbook was very extensive. It was a lot of information. Was it overwhelming? Yes, it could be. Was it easy? No, it wasn't. But I was committed to making sure that I got through this. It was a lot of aha moments and things that started becoming very familiar to me, especially when we got to the details in one of the modules where we were discussing contracts and addendums and earnest money and things like that. To be honest, I actually pulled out my own contract to my home and started looking over the contract because of the repairs and other type of things that had to be done before we could close. So that was very significant to me. In addition to that, once I completed the class, I was able to network amongst my friends. I've always had a great networking system because so many of my friends are entrepreneurs and they own their own businesses. So I know I have a great networking system, I guess is basically to say. So I've been out of her class for approximately 3 weeks, and I'm currently working with 2 to 3 agents at the moment. Anytime that I am working on their contracts or I have a question or something I do not understand, her Facebook group is phenomenal. I'm always able to reach her. Even, I think one night it was like 11 o'clock at night, and I just on a whim went onto her Facebook page and sent out a message, but she replied and she helped me all the way through to the end of that contract. So I just want to say again, this is a great class. If I can do it, you can do it. And I want to say thank you, Courtney. Thank you for the encouragement. Thank you for this class. Thank you for the monthly calls that we have. This was a phenomenal class, and Cinch Transactions LLC is definitely a success because of the TC Playbook. Thank you again, and I appreciate you.